Let's jump right in. My name is Christy Thomas, and I am so excited you're here to listen to Keep Calm and Mother On, the show where I remind you that you're exactly the right mom for your kids, and where I hope that we both get to practice pausing and enjoying the amazing life we already have, because this life is way too serious to be serious all the time and way too important to do alone. So I hope this feels like a hug and a handshake, like a reach back, so you know you're not mothering alone, even if you can't find community wherever you're living. So today's episode is super fun. I'm going to do a remix episode where I'm going to take actually the very first episode I made called What is Play? And I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to interrupt myself and kind of remix it, kind of like a pop-up podcast. Do you remember pop-up videos back from VH1? I'm probably showing my age. Well, anyways, let's get started. Let's talk about play. So, play kind of seems like a dirty word nowadays. It's synonymous with wasting time, being unproductive. It's what kids do. But adults, responsible moms who are so stressed out about life, don't have time for it. Okay, I'm going to interrupt and say, if you don't have time for play, if you're not finding joy in your everyday, it's probably a good sign that you should go see a therapist. I hope that every day there's at least one small thing that makes you laugh and smile and giggle. Something that you want to go text a friend about, or your spouse or your mom, that this was funny. Okay? I hope there's one small nugget, but let's get back to play. I'm going to share with you today 2 different definitions of play. I think it's important that you know that both the people that I'm quoting the definitions from are doctors. It doesn't matter that they're doctors. You should realize how much play matters. I wish that 2018 Christy was a little bit more confident here. But 2022 Christy is here to say that play is so important. In fact, you will find books upon books since this podcast came out saying that play is important. It's an essentialism. There's a new book all about fun. Okay, we know with the pandemic and being shut down and losing a lot of joy and socialization, that play changes how we live. People cry now much more readily at live theater. Like, it's a whole experience at live concerts. It's a vibe, as we would say now, right? So I want to validate that, yes, doctors are important. Sometimes we need experts, but really, I'll speak up and say, your mom gut, your mom intuition is important too. So let's get back in. The first one, Dr. Stuart Brown, has studied play not only in humans, but in all mammals. And Dr. Stuart Brown says that play is purposeless, all-consuming, and fun. Now that makes total sense, right? Play doesn't have a purpose because it's not outcome-based, which is where we get stuck as a grown-up, because play isn't about a finished product. It's about being in the moment. And you can't walk away from play with anything productive. That's why play is hard. So, of course, sometimes play does have a productive outcome. Sometimes baking the cake is play and the outcome is yummy cake. But not always. So the idea is that play starts with this desire to just do something, okay, for the enjoyment. In fact, there's a viral reel audio going on right now saying that you don't have to be good at the hobbies you enjoy. You can just do things for fun. And that's the whole idea of play. But because If you were born in the 80s or raised in the 80s or the 90s, that's probably your age group, right? And you probably were given so many gold stars and trophies like I was. And so it got confusing that play can be productive even if you don't win anything or make anything. Your time doesn't have to be well used all the time. Now, Dr. Gordon Neufeld, who studies attachment in children, says that playfulness is a huge indicator of our emotional health and well-being. Dr. Neufeld believes that play is an activity that allows us to have energy and emotions come out of us safely. Isn't that just the coolest? That when we are feeling all the emotions, what science is telling us the most is that we need to stop, drop, and play. I should totally go put that on a shirt. We do need to stop, drop, and play. When you're feeling all the emotions, when your kids are feeling all the emotions, that's probably not the right time for that I told you so sort of lecture. And I'm guilty of this, even more so with teenagers, I think. I think that it's really important to remember to stop, drop, and play when I feel all the feelings. And play can be washing my face and taking a deep breath or going for a walk. It's not always pretend play. Remember that. I don't know about you, but this is why learning about what play actually is so exciting for me. It gives me the freedom to know that I'm not wasting my time, even though playing won't allow me to check off anything on my to-do list. I know that it's going to be the space where I can regain calm and peace. And it's the space where I get to show my kids that they can find calm and peace. In fact, I am still 100% obsessed with learning about play. I haven't talked about it as much, but it is why every episode ends with a family connection idea and a self-care idea. Because sneaky, those are actually ways that we play, okay? Self-care is the radical way for grown-ups to play. We just call it self-care because that's how it's been marketed to us. And family connection, we all know that we want to slow down and enjoy our kids, that they're changing so fast and growing up. So model that, model slowing down. And to recap, I do put play on my to-do list now. Totally. Like, it is one of my strategies of being able to keep calm and mother on. I put play on my to-do list so I can check it off. That seems silly, but if I don't put it down on my to-do list, then my day is overcrowded with all the other demands of being an adult. That play is their safety net. Okay, that's another shirt we need to make. Play is our safety net. That's how we get back to calm. That's how we pause and really enjoy the life we have. I am so thankful that play isn't just sitting on the floor with My Little Ponies or Matchbox cars. I am so excited when I learn about the science of play because it makes sense that our brains need play, that play is a set time of activated rest. It's a space where our brains can fully integrate emotions and practice being a human, because play is a unique, safe place. Science has shown that if you deprive a person of play, it's like depriving them of sleep. Nothing good happens from it. Okay, and we all know this, right? After living through the last 2 years of shutdowns and pandemics and restriction, You know that nothing good happens when you've lost connection and play. When you can't do the things that help you blow off steam, your brain craves it and it starts to feel down. Brian Sutton Smith has a quote that says, "The opposite of play isn't work, it's depression. To play is to act out and be willful and exalted and committed as if one is assured of its prospects." So when you play, you're letting yourself live into the freedom of being human and being creative and being fully alive and having choices. That's something that you may have struggled with in the last 2 years, the ability of choices. Because play is a biological drive, just like eating and just like sleeping. We're designed to play. We're designed to be in the moment and create things. We're designed to be artistic, to make music, to create stories and dress up, build buildings. We're designed to flourish through play, according to Dr. Stuart Brown. We are designed to flourish through play. So when a little voice asks if you'll play with them, remember that science says that you need play too. It's not just for kids. It's for every healthy brain. Okay, that's why play is exciting. It makes you younger. It keeps your brain healthy. That's right. I'm giving myself a high five from the past to the future, future to the past. Play is for every brain. Play helps every brain. Okay? Let's just remember that. We discredit it so often. And let's talk about self-care. Self-care is what I believe the modern gateway to play. Yes, and I've already said this once in my updates in this remix. Self-care is the gateway for adults to play. And today's self-care task is to give yourself a massage. Physical touch is a type of play. So I want you to massage your forehead, start in the middle of your forehead and go towards your ears and then down your cheeks. Go back to the top of your cheekbones and go back towards your ears. And just really enjoy the physical sensation of touching your face and giving yourself a face massage. That's your self-care task for this episode. Okay, I'm inspired. I will go make a reel showing you how to do this pineal gland massage. So make sure you check out my Instagram at everydayrunnerchristy. It's linked in the show notes. Now your play task for this episode is so much fun. It's perfect when you think about that play is to help us release emotion, because this activity can totally help release frustration. I need you to grab a sheet or a towel and a couple stuffed animals that are light or a balloon, and invite your child to hold the other end of the sheet or towel with you. Put the stuffed animal or balloon in the middle and go 3, 2, 1, squat down, and then launch that stuffed animal up into the air. Now, I promise, don't hesitate to ask your teen to do this with you. They'll probably think you're crazy, but it will feel good when you all do it. Maybe that bigger kid will help design a target for your animal to land on. Just make sure that, the breakable things are out of the landing area. This will make everyone laugh and connect. Play is purposeless and all-consuming and have fun. So just keep tossing those stuffed animals up into the air, coming up with code words on how to launch them, and just enjoy being with your kids in that moment. I hope that you really take me up on this idea and that you go pause, connect, and play more. And you can find me on Instagram over at everyday_runner_Christy, CHRISTY. I can't wait to see you tag me in photos of you launching stuffed animals into the air. Go have a great day. Well, I guess 2018 Christy hadn't learned that this is how she was going to end her show yet. Every week, I want to make sure you hear that you are exactly the right mom for your kids. I am so glad you're on Earth, and let's keep calm and mother on together. Let me know if you have another favorite episode you want me to remix and update. This was really fun for me, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Bye, everyone.